In this video, I'm going to cover 5 of the best SEO tools for beginners to help you do SEO in 2021. Hi everyone, my name's Itamar Blauer. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any future SEO videos. Before we get started, leave a comment down below of what is your favorite SEO tool to use. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Now without further ado, let's get started. The first SEO tool for beginners that we're going to be talking about is Google Search Console, and Google Search Console is absolutely fundamental for any webmaster, seeing all of the important things that you need to know about how your website is performing in search. So you can open a report for your performance that will tell you exactly how many clicks and impressions you've been getting, the average click-through rate, your average position on search, and you can filter these really nicely at the top here, so you can search type and put it as web, image, video, news, and you can also compare to different other types. You can set the date ranges as well, so you'll be able to even compare different dates in terms of your performance here, and you can also add a bunch of new filters as well, such as the pages, the queries, the country, device, search appearance. There's so many things that you can do to see how you're performing in Google search. You can also monitor links here as well by having a look to see your external links and internal links, as well as things like the anchor text, the top linking sites, and the top linked pages internally for your website. You can even temporarily remove pages on your website from Google's index if you don't want them to appear, and that's really important, and there are so many features. I could make an entire video on Google Search Console, but let's move on to the next SEO tool. The next SEO tool that is fantastic for beginners is Google Analytics, and Google Analytics provides you with what the name suggests, analytics of your website. You'll be able to identify exactly where your traffic is coming from. So for example, if you go to acquisition, all traffic and channels, you'll be able to use the date filters to select a period of time, and you'll be able to see exactly where your traffic is coming from. So if I go, for instance, to behavior, site content, and landing pages, I can figure out exactly where people landed on my website, which pages specifically did they land on when they first entered my site. And this is always helpful. And you've also got other metrics here, such as behavioral metrics, where you can see exactly what the bounce rates were, pages per session, average session duration, and you can use that to your advantage by being able to see, well, if I don't have a high average session duration on a particular page, maybe there's more I can do for that page, more content to add, and things like that. Similarly with Google Search Console, there's so many things that you can do, and it really could be an entire video just on Google Analytics. But let's move on to the next SEO tool for beginners. The next SEO tool for beginners we're going to talk about is Screaming Frog, and Screaming Frog is an SEO crawler. It's a spider. It basically crawls any website that you put in it, and it will give you a bunch of helpful information to figure out more about the technical aspects of your website, but also giving you some opportunities and information that can help your on page as well. So if I just type in quickly my website here into the search and making sure I've got the mode set to spider, I'll be able to start, and it will really quickly analyze and crawl my website, and it will give me a bunch of useful visualizations, and also on the right hand side you'll be able to see some summaries and ways to improve. So you can have a look in terms of the overview here and go down and take a look to see, for example, if you have any duplicate page titles, for instance, and you can also see other important things about your SEO that you can have a look through. And for instance, if you've got meta descriptions that are below 70 characters, you can consider fixing those or making them longer. And also with your H1s, for instance, if you've got duplicate H1s. And it's important to be able to look at this to see how you can improve, because it kind of replicates what the search engine bots are seeing when they crawl a website. So you can take a look pretty much at everything that's being crawled, make sure that the status codes are okay, making sure that there are no problems, no 404s and things like that. So Screaming Frog does have a free version, and I think it gives you up to 500 URLs to crawl on the free version, which is plenty if you're just a beginner and you've started up a new site, or you've, let's say, got one client that's a small website. So that should be enough for that anyway. But Screaming Frog is a very, very important SEO tool for beginners. The next SEO tool for beginners is SEMrush, and SEMrush is really great because of all of the features that it has. It's really helpful for any website owner, and if you want to watch a review of my top 5 SEMrush features, you can click at the top right of your screen to see that. But SEMrush has so many features with it, and some of my favorite ones anyway is I'm able to go in and be able to track my keyword rankings every single day. So this literally updated about 15 minutes ago, and I can check my rankings to see how they've improved or declined and things like that, and it's really great. And there's all sorts of other things that you can do, such as keyword research. With the keyword magic tool, you'll be able to do a backlink audit of your website. Now, I won't talk too much about SEMrush because I do have the review of my top 5 features, which you can check out from clicking in the top right of your screen. And let's move on to the last SEO tool for beginners. The last SEO tool for beginners that we're going to be talking about is PageSpeed Insights, and this is really great to be able to get some data and information about how quickly your website loads on both mobile and desktop devices. So I can put in my website here and analyze it, and really quickly it's going to generate information about how my website is doing in terms of speed for mobile and desktop, and it will also give you ways to improve, and it'll tell you all sorts of different things in terms of how you can improve. So for instance, my mobile score is not great, but it will tell me when I scroll down in terms of opportunities. You can even go into any of these and it'll tell you exactly what you can do in order to improve that. And then when you switch over to desktop as well, similarly, it's going to tell you other opportunities that you can have, and it tells you all sorts of important information. And this is crucial because of the Core Web Vitals update and how page experience is going to be a ranking factor in 2021. And if you don't know about that, click in the top right corner of your screen. I've got a video that talks about that in some more depth, so you can stay up to date with how to do SEO in 2021. I hope you enjoyed this video about some of the best SEO tools for beginners. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like rating below. I'd really appreciate it. I've been Itamar Blauer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, you've reached the end of this video, but don't worry, there's plenty more great content that you can watch right now. All you have to do is click one of the 2 video links on the left side of the screen. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to never miss out on future uploads.